I want to give a quick update on the colostrum I've been taking. Now, this is a picture from me from back in 2009. I've actually recorded what I look like from 2007 to 2013. Prior to me working out a lot during that time period, I was way overweight, but I had been a person who worked out a lot most of my life, and I did snap back. But what actually did snap me back during that period of time was taking a lot of supplements, natural supplements like the vitamins and minerals, the natural oils, the fish oil, the borage oil, the flax oil, the coconut oil, vitamin E, the boron, alpha lipoic acid, CoQ10, the heart vitamin, and many other things, MSM, which is a type of sulfur. And when I started taking all these supplements, I was able to work out a lot more. As a matter of fact, people were fearful that I lost too much weight too quickly. I lost 87 pounds in 5 months flat from a period of in the first week of January 2007. By June 7th, 2007, I was 87 pounds down. The first 2 months, I actually lost 62 pounds, which is ridiculous. That it is dangerous. I'm not going to freaking push it that hard, but I have been finding out that I have been my energy levels have been going up exponentially since I've been taking a lot of colostrum. I used a brand from Sovereign Labs. I don't know if in my research, they're the best brand, but I don't think they're the only brand out there that's really great. But the colostrum is actually the first milk from the cow. It has a lot of essential nutrients in it besides the vitamins and minerals and essential proteins. It has telomerase, which can actually lengthen your telomeres, which is anti-aging or reverse aging. It also has growth hormone, the natural type. Now, since I'm taking I'd say about 75 grams of that a day. I saw studies on PubMed that 60 or more grams a day of colostrum does significantly improve athletic performance. Now this picture of me is probably from 2012 or 2013. You can probably see in some of my earlier videos from like 2012 that I was a lot slimmer. You can see it in the face and everything. Now, since I've been taking this, I upped my workouts to a half an hour a day, then it was an hour a day, 2 hours, and 3 hours. I don't quite work out every single day because sometimes I'm at work too long, but usually it's 6 days a week. And late last week on Friday and Saturday, I was out mowing the lawn for let's say an hour and a half, 2 hours in the hot sun. Then after that, immediately after that, I went to the gym, worked out for 3 hours on the elliptical. And besides that, I was doing other physical work during the day, so I had never had that kind of energy in years. And the only thing I can contribute it to is the colostrum. Now, it may be a combination of the colostrum in conjunction with all the other supplements I take, because one other thing that the colostrum does is help your digestive system immensely, whereby you are using all the nutrients that you take in. So if I'm taking in CoQ10 or kelp or French pine bark or vitamin K2 and vitamin D and mixed tocopherols vitamin E or reishi mushroom, red reishi mushroom, or whatever, astragalus root, the yellow root from China. And the other things I like to take besides these things is condensed nutrients. In other words, blueberries. You have blueberry pills that are basically the exact same thing that's in a blueberry. They come from the blueberries, but they don't have the calories. So you can take a few of these capsules. It's a concentration of all the nutrients in a whole cup of blueberries without taking in any of the fructose part, which has the calories. That actually attributed a lot to what jump-starting me some years ago, getting back in shape. Now, I'm trying to do this again today, and it actually has been working, but I am not pushing myself as extremely hard as I did before. I think some of the people, this is one of the reasons I got out of that, because they said I was doing it too much, that I can overdo it, and they probably were right. I mean, the results were stellar in how I transformed so fast, but I guess there is a danger in pushing too much too fast. And the other thing is, this last picture is from 2013, so this is from 6 years ago. Now, that's not that much older, but if you got out of shape and you're just a little older, I noticed that I am doing a lot more, and I am in better shape, but I'm not going to drop like 50 pounds in 5 months or something like that. Maybe it'll be a year, but it'll work. It'll work. It'll still happen. And I just want to point out, again, I did put some videos out about this before, about my testimony on the colostrum. Now, this is one thing I really, really, really like a lot, because not only is it natural. Natural is a word. It could mean anything. I mean, something bad could be natural too, right? Because it occurs naturally. But the thing is, colostrum is the first milk from the cow. It is the thing that keeps the calves alive. It actually helps boost and create their immune system right from the time of birth. It's absolutely essential to them to have this. And there's a major benefit of you taking it now. Now, on Sovereign Labs site, they said that the therapeutic dose, I think it was 5 grams twice a day, which is 10 grams. I'm taking a lot more than that, but I'm not taking anything that's unheard of, because, again, PubMed and the NCBI, I think it's the National Center for Biological Information, or what, I forgot what that NCBI acronym stands for, with PubMed. In other words, these are all government studies that are, they're studies that are published out there by scientific groups. They have pointed out that taking 60 or more grams of colostrum a day has improved athletic performance. Now, this is not in the same league as steroids. I would never do steroids in a million years, and I would not take artificial growth hormone. Now, colostrum isn't just growth hormone, but it's whatever. It does have growth hormone in it. It's natural. It's the type, and it's all biologically identical to what's in humans. The other thing is about bovine colostrum, the stuff that comes from cows, it's actually more potent than human colostrum. But it's the same. It's the same thing. It's just more potent. And it's easy to get this because the calves only require a small portion of the colostrum that the cow produces. So when the pregnant cow gives birth to the calves, it does not need, the calf only takes a small portion of the colostrum that the cow produces. The rest of that colostrum just goes to waste unless it's harvested and packaged and resold to people like me who take it. Now, I'm going to, the only problem I see with the colostrum is that if you're taking real high doses, it's not that cheap. But then on the flip side is, I noticed I eat a lot less. It's like I don't have as much of a craving for food. Now, again, these pictures are from 2007 to 2013, but I didn't take that many pictures of myself, like, where, with shirts off and stuff like that. I mean, I have other pictures, and you can see even my earliest videos on YouTube from 2012, you can see I'm lighter. I'm much less weight, just in the face and stuff. But I did take a few of these pictures just to kind of document this. I mean, I wasn't playing like, some of these people take 50 pictures of themselves like every month and they put them out on social media. But I did take a few of these pictures, and it was like I wanted to document that, I was, at least for about 6 years, I was really going good on this. And I think I did back away because there was a lot of critics saying I was overdoing it. But once I started backing away from it, I just totally started backing away from it. It's almost like I have an on button or an off button. There's no in between. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. It's like when I do something, I really go all the way. I just, clobber it all the way. But that's whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's some of that discipline I got from someplace. But the point is, the colostrum does work. It really is. This stuff is the best damn thing I ever seen in my life. And I've been studying about supplements, natural supplements, safe supplements. And I don't even want to like using the word supplement, because they're really a concentrated form of what the best nature has to give you for nutrition. But as far as what the number one thing is, hands down, it's got to be colostrum. Because again, one of the things is, once I got out of this mode, when I was doing the working out 3 hours a day, I found it impossible to get back into it. I was going to the gym for maybe a couple of days. I'd go to maybe a half an hour. The third day, I was trashed. I was like totally trashed. I couldn't go to the third day. When I started taking this colostrum, I was going 6 days, 7 days a week, half an hour a day, and I started upping it to an hour, then I went to an hour and a half, then I went to 2 hours. It's like an elliptical machine. I'm still not doing the elliptical machine to the intensity I used to do it, but you know, when you, like I said last week, when you're combining this with mowing the lawn for an hour and a half, 2 hours in the hot sun, plus other physical activities, and then still being able to go to the gym right after that, and even when I come back from the gym, I'm active doing a lot of different things. This is hands down the energy level I had at least 25 years ago. And I'm in my mid-60s now. Now, this picture of me was when I was 57, okay? 57. So, I'm 64, okay? But still, I mean, I can easily, to me, in my mind, I'm not going to knock myself out like the crazy amount I did before to get dropped a gazillion tons of weight real fast. I mean, I'm just glad I got loads of energy. But I think eventually I'm going to be in better shape than I ever been in my entire life. And I'll be in my, I'll be in my mid or late 60s. And I think I'm going to continue on with this in my 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s, 110s, and beyond. Because, you know, this to me is more important than anything in the world. Having health, vitality, energy, virility, and the ability and stamina to do anything you need to do all day long. Basically, what I felt like, you know, I'm saying when I felt like 25 years ago, I had the energy of a young 20-something-year-old at that time. That's exactly how I feel now. Although my body fat is still up there, it's not, it's obviously been going down. And like I said, I'm not going to try to drop 62 pounds or whatever. I wouldn't be able to drop 62 pounds now because I'm not as bad a shape as before. I did this in 2007. I'm not as bad a shape as I was back then, so I wouldn't be able to drop that much weight anyway. I don't think I would be able to unless I dropped, I turned into skin and bones. But you know, it's like I can do anything I need to do right now, and it's amazing to me. That makes that colostrum much more worth it, even though it's not cheap to take that much. Take 60 to 75 grams a day, and again, I said it's highly documented on PubMed. It's not a steroid. It's not like anything to do with artificial hormones. It's like the safest stuff in the world. It's amazing, and a lot of athletes have been taking this. It's kind of secret in their circle, though. I mean, they don't, you know, it's not advertised much. And the thing is, with me, I've heard so many claims out there, because, you know, I guess this is why YouTube cracks down on some of this stuff, too. I mean, I know partly it's the hidden hand of the money pharmaceutical industry, but it's also, and I have not been one to push garbage information out there as far as health information, because I am acutely aware of how something just takes a life of its own, and the internet just exaggerates it. But to me, this colostrum is beyond belief in results. It could not be a fluke, because if it was a fluke, it would only lasted a couple of days. It wouldn't have been lasting weeks on weeks on weeks on end. You know, and this is, I am keeping up this regimen on this stuff no matter what. So, just want to give you an update on it. The thing that really proved it to me just recently again is that I've been continuing to work out 3 hours a day. But, you know, here I had a couple of days when I was out there strenuously mowing the lawn for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I was mowing the lawn with a mower that was not a ride-on mower, not a self-propelled push mower, and I was walking real fast with it because I didn't have much time in a day left to get it done because we got so much rain around here. I was like, let me get this done. And I was practically running with that lawnmower for an hour and a half, 2 hours. I did that 2 days in a row, plus I still did my 3-hour workout. That's basically like doing 4.5 hours of intense exercise each day. Plus it was doing more than that during the day. So that's reminding me of my old energy levels. So anyway, and by the way, I got a few videos up on BitChute. I mean, they're not health related. I think there's a couple of them up there maybe, but I don't know. I'm just putting a couple things up there once in a while. Just figured to mention that. Not that there's much activity on that channel, but I figured I might as well put a few other things out in different areas just for the heck of it. But you know, I'm not sure, where the hidden hand of the financial people are regulating, what could be said on the internet is going where it's going. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with this video, but we shall find out. I have no idea what can be said or not to be said anymore. So I'm refraining from saying a lot of things. And right now I'm not really giving you out all the best information I could. But I wanted to bring this one out, this bit of information out, because this colostrum to me is beyond belief. And do not put this in the category of because these other people that put out this stuff, sometimes they see, oh, this does this and this does that. Oh my God, there's so many exaggerations out there. But I do want to tell you this, one little pitfall. When I first started colostrum, it actually made me feel less energetic. But there's a reason for that. It's causing bad microbes to die off because it actually has antibiotics in it, natural kind, that do not affect your good bioflora, and it has antiviral in it too, which is unique. There's not too many antivirals in a pharmaceutical medicine cabinet that actually work well. So that's another thing too. So it might have been causing, obviously that's why it was causing a die-off of bad microbes, and it's a common thing with a lot of people when they first start taking it. So you don't want to take that much in the beginning. You don't want to work up to it. But once you get all cleaned up and all the bad stuff is out of you, it's like I was taking more, and the only thing it was happening to me was I was feeling stronger, I had more energy, and I was getting a lot more done. So basically, even the cost of the colostrum, besides you eating less, is actually making you more productive and more mentally alert and more energetic throughout the day. So it's actually cheaper to take this stuff, believe it or not, in my opinion. I mean, because you got too many positive benefits from it just in what you get done during the day. Anyway, I figured I'd pass this on, and hopefully this video will survive on YouTube for some years, because I think this stuff is, it's coming from a person that has tried, and I still take 20 or 30 supplements a day. I rotate them. All the best stuff I research the best, and I've been doing this for decades. Even though I'm an amateur, I still read the books, and I buy the books from the medical doctors. I don't just read a blog that's on the internet. I actually buy the books from the medical doctors and the naturopaths and the DOs, and get that information directly from their best sources. And I know a lot of these things I've taken do work, but I've never seen one thing do so much as colostrum. But you got to remember, the colostrum pretty much has everything in it. Maybe that's why it works. It's amazing. I did not even know about this stuff till recently, after 20-something years of studying this thing, in this area. It's amazing what's hidden. That's why I hope this video stays out on YouTube for a number of years, because to me, I just can't say it enough. And I don't want to make this video sound like in the category of these other people that put out information. They say this does this. Sometimes things work 10% of the time, 20% of the time, 50 or 70% of the time. But in the case of colostrum, I think it's going to work for everybody. It's like the best. It's designed to super boost the immune system of infants and give them a jump start on life. And that's what it's actually doing to you, no matter what age you are. It's actually restored me 110%. It's amazing. So I'm hoping to get back to this area again, like here I am here, or here, or here, or whatever. So I'll get back there. I'll get back there. Over and out.